Good morning.
Good morning.
We're in Coot's Shanty here. Day 5 of the Wisconsin Sturgeon spearing. Conditions are about the same as yesterday, cloudy. And we got a special guest, my wife Kathy Williams, or Mrs. Coot. Show them your decoy. Hopefully this is going to change things here.
Well, I don't know. This is my first day out because I've had so many guests in my shack, so I didn't have to go out all week long. So I'm going to pull my decoy here. Whoops, wrong one. We'll get that one straight. We'll like this. This is Mr. Limpet. I don't know if you guys know Don Knotts. I'm guessing the older people do. But this is our decoy that we're using today.
That's a smoking sturgeon.
This is my decoy that my husband had made for me for Christmas 2 seasons ago. Notice the Coot's Lures earrings? Yeah, we took those, put some
my old
earrings
spinner
on there.
blades. Woohoo! That gives it some bling.
He's smoking a cigarette, and the only reason is because this is lead. They didn't have enough to weight him, so they made a cigarette out of his mouth so that way it could weight it a little bit better. So we're going to put him back in there. This is kind of an attraction for the sturgeons. I guess they're curious fish, so they like to come towards whatever's hanging. Obviously, they're not too curious for...
So pull that one up and down so you can see how it acts. So this one jumps around quite a bit. Okay, let it go.
Hang on.
There he is underneath there.
See, he kind of... So every once in a while, we get a little jerk, little action, see if something happens.
Got 19 people watching. Thank you very much for watching us. If you have any questions or answers, or I mean not answers, but questions or
maybe we can answer
comments, we can try to answer for you and all that kind of stuff. I was out yesterday with Todd, Mr. Shadrap. Had a great time with him and watched some of the videos. He was doing the little break dancing called the auger, and he also did his worm version. It's pretty wild. So, but yeah, I finally got the wife out here. She's got a tag also. And
I do. This is actually the first time I've been out this year. Last year I had the pleasure of being down on the beach down south, so I didn't get to hang out with the guys. So, but I'm hoping that maybe today will be that big 200, and I can beat those other 2 women that got the 180 pounds and 160 pounds, from what I understand. So, but you never know. I mean, that's what it is. It's all luck in sturgeon spearing.
yeah, we ain't got much luck here, do we?
No, but at least we can see. It's clear. Yeah. I mean, we can see the crosses on the bottom. For those that live down south and they don't know a little about sturgeon spearing, basically what we do is we cut a big hole in the ice and set our spears up here. And if we see something, you're supposed to just drop it. I learned the hard way a couple of years ago. 2 years ago, I had a shot at a sturgeon and I threw the spear, but I threw it parallel. So basically, I threw it right next to him, and I missed it. But on the bright side, I got to see one, so that was kind of exciting.
Yeah, she's got more experience than I do. I've never seen one in a hole yet.
Well, you know what? To be fair, Bob Marion, he was with me. I was in his shack, and I wouldn't have even been spearing in his shack if it wasn't for the fact that he forgot to buy his license.
And you were supposed to buy them by October 31st, the year before the spearing.
Right. So he didn't want to miss out, and so basically I was keeping him company in his shack so he could sit there and wallow in self-pity because he didn't get to go spearing that year.
Sorry, Bobby, we're not trying to throw you under the bus.
No. But, you know, Bobby has been a spearer for many, many years. He's speared a lot of fish over the course of the years. And his good friend Tracy Gleasia just got one the other day. So that's cool. Now his wife...
now tell him how he got his.
Tracy, he speared it actually. It just came out from underneath the ice.
But how deep of water he was in?
Oh, what? A foot?
No, he was in 18 feet of water.
Right.
And the sturgeon came below a foot below the ice.
Right.
And I think it was, 55, 60 pounds.
Yeah, so he did good.
Yeah.
Now his wife's out there today, Chris. She's been out there the last couple of days because she's got a tag. And they usually do pretty good. They've had over 20-some fish over the course of the years that they've been spearing.
Yeah.
They basically know their stuff.
So we have to thank Tracy and Chris because they gave us this ice shanty because he used to guide out here and he had like 10 shanties and he was getting rid of them. So he says, Coot, do you want the shanty? I said, well, I guess I'll start sturgeon spearing. So I made a drop down frame with it a couple years ago to haul it in and out real easily. And here we are spearing again.
And I painted it. You got to paint it black so it's dark in here.
Yeah, I just got the door cracked a little bit here. It's getting a little bit brighter out there.
It's a little chilly out there today.
Yeah.
So, and I am going to, and I know I've been telling my husband that I'm going to pad these. These are really nice, these chairs that he made. And right now we just have these cushions on them. You know, they're just old carpets or whatever. But I am going to pad them this year after the season so it's all done. So it's one less loose thing hanging. I know it's not ideal situation, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to work with what you have. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with jerry-rigging things once in a while.
Your dad was good at that.
Yeah, my dad was really good at jerry-rigging. He was.
Yep, he was like
he could duct tape it or Gorilla Glue it.
He was a MacGyver.
Yeah, he's watching us right now.
Yeah.
You know, maybe his one of these lucky spears maybe he'll guide us a little bit.
So, like I said, today is day 5 of the Wisconsin Sturgeon spearing. Today will probably be my last day this week, possibly, because tomorrow we're going to be going looking for fish on Winnebago for a battle on Bago. That's going to happen Friday and Saturday. So please be careful. Check all the Facebook posts. I see Critters is putting one out. Sunk and Dive is putting one out. Check with the local clubs.
They got a nice map out there right now. It's all over Facebook. It shows you where all your cracks are, where to stay away. And if worst case scenario, you talk to Donnie Herman. He knows it all.
Yeah.
When it comes to this ice conditions, you don't want to have him work for you and haul your vehicle out.
So I try to post as much as I can. I heart and share everything so it gets it out there. So just be aware, like Donnie Herman says, ice is never 100% safe, and I only say safe ice is in a glass.
Hey, who's our sponsor today, Coot?
Well, we got, where the heck is it? Oh, here it is.
Here. Guess who our sponsor is today?
The Roxy Supper Club.
The Roxy Supper Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin here.
Thanks to Bob and Kathy, we do very well. As you can tell, they got very good food. So if you're ever in Oshkosh, check out the Roxy Supper Club. I took Bob last year to Lake Erie, and he had a ball, and he wants to go every year now. But I try to take people that have not been out there. So I got 2 of my good pro staff buddies going to come out this year, and my other friend is Conrad Weaver. We used to fish a lot of tournaments together, so those are the 3 guys I'm bringing to my boat in April. So I'll be there April 18th through the 26th. Only 1 week this year. My wife says I have to alternate. 1 week, the next year I can do 6 weeks. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, you know, somebody's got to mow the lawn at home. We got 5 acres to mow.
Yeah, you do a good job mowing.
If you have any questions about sturgeon spearing or even walleye fishing or Lake Erie fishing, feel free to ask us some questions because Paul's a very busy guy, and I know that a lot of people want to go fishing with him and stuff like that. But, you know, he's only got so many days in a week and hours in a day.
So I got asked by Nick Favor. He's a good friend of ours, Aaron's friend, and he took him Aaron turkey hunting, but he asked me if I'd like to go spoonbill fishing.
Paddle
fish, I should say. Paddle, we call them spoonbills too, but that'll be happening March 6th through the 9th. I'll be in Oklahoma fishing for those. So stay tuned for the videos coming of that. I hope I get a fish. Last year he had a 60-pounder. I said, ooh, I'd love to catch something like that. And he snagged them. They're a filtering fish, so he's swimming through the water, filtering the water. And this guy that we hired, he is going to take us trolling for him with dipsy divers in 15 feet of water. You're allowed 2 fish for the season, 1 per day. Once you catch that one, you're done for the day. So he did a lot of catch and release last year, so it should be interesting there.
Aren't you going bluegill trolling too or something?
Yeah, invited by Mark. He has got a new tip down system coming out this year, and I was up there a week ago, and I love what I see, and I think you guys are going to love what he's got this thing perfected. It's really cool. And what's nice about his system is whatever ice fishing rod you got, you can adapt it to his system, which is very cool. So we'll have the first videos of that. We were up there, like I said, a week and a half ago, caught some nice crappies on this system, some perch, and he's invited me to come up and go bluegill trolling.
Good morning, Dave Zilke.
So Yeah, I've never trolled for bluegills, but he gets a monster one, so we'll have to check that out. And apparently he likes using the rattling wasp. So it'd be the number 4. And he's going to find out which color he likes best, and he wants to get some more of them. So
Probably the Kit Kat, I'd say.
kitty cat, huh?
Yeah. So Dan Morgan wants to know, where's all the walleyes on Bagel?
Apparently up the river or out in the middle.
Yeah, off of Merritt. That's where everyone's saying that's where a lot of the fish are right now.
Yeah. So Donnie Herman put out a good PSA. When you come up for Battle on Bagel, you're going to see a lot of sturgeon shanties off the river. Most of those guys are using 4-wheelers, ATVs, or else they push them out to the thin ice in by the river. So do not drive your car towards those shanties, okay? That's a very good key point.
I think he said some of them are only on 4 inches of ice out there.
4 inches of
So you
ice.
want to stay away from there. I think there's like 5 or 10 shanties down in that river right now from all that wind that one day.
Yeah, we had a bad windstorm. We had a couple videos. We just had them sailing across the lake and all that kind of good stuff. But, yeah, it's been pretty slow. I got a live scope now. And very interesting. Still learning a lot about it. Seen a couple of fish each day, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but nothing yesterday and today. So that's what I got going right now. I got a perspective view, looking out 70 feet. So, but, yeah, there's some nice fish. Oh, my God. Who is that now?
Oh, I'll have to call her back later.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? No other questions here yet.
Go ahead and answer it. Tell her we're busy.
So
Technical difficulties. Yeah. Oh, well. So any questions, Kathy? Comments?
I haven't seen any questions. A lot of people are looking and watching. They're all waiting along with us to get that big fish. Wouldn't that be exciting if you guys could actually see one being caught?
Yeah, especially, no, we don't catch them. We spear them.
Oh,
Big difference.
so Steve Hammerson says, been following since opener. You will get one today. As I see, you have the Master Sturgeon Spear with you. Mother
I hope so,
cool.
Hammer.
Oh, yeah, well.
Everybody asks me, what's sturgeon spearing like? Well, it's like duck hunting through a chimney for 6 hours. We start at 7, we quit at 1 o'clock. It's a 16-day season unless they reach their quota, and I believe the quota is 1,002. And last I heard was 400 some spear, but that was not yesterday's fish in that tally, so I haven't looked it up. I guess if you go to Wisconsin DNR sturgeon tally or something, you can find out all the numbers. So they got quotas for the juveniles and male and females, and adult male and female also. I did put, Aaron and I put out a great video, Kathy filmed it, of the DNR guy going through the whole process of how they look for a pit tag in its head. They measure it, they weigh it, they sex it.
Talk about the F1 through F4.
Well, that's just a system for females that sturgeons spawn every 4 years. So if it's the F1, they don't really have eggs in it. But if you have a F4, you got one that's going to have spawning that year.
Mike Cooley says, people are saying live scope spook fish. Have you seen that at all? I don't think so. We've seen 2 fish on the live
we've seen them
scope.
on the scope, but not in the hole. So I don't know. It's one of those, I don't know if it's controversy or just experience that people are saying that, but I don't know. I like it now because at least I know there's fish in the area. I just gotta be lucky for a stupid one that swim in the hole here.
When was the last time you speared a sturgeon? Well, we've never speared a sturgeon.
Like I say, I'm not an expert, okay? I learned a lot from a lot of other people that have done it for years, so I kind of copy what they've done, and what works for them, I hope works for me. That's about it.
We just kind of do it because it's the thing to do out here. And what else you do in the middle of February in the state of Wisconsin?
Besides cut wood.
Right, and heat the house. You know, you got to kind of participate and get involved with your community and the sport. And it's an interesting sport, that's for sure. It's not for everybody, and I can honestly say it's not the most exciting adventure that we have had. But you know what? It's also quality time with family, your sons, your daughters, your wives. I mean, where else can you sit in with your husband in a shack like this and he can't get away from me if I want to talk to him all day, right? Nothing wrong with that. Quality time.
You're
Love
getting a
it,
little
right.
too involved there.
Oh, look at Whimsical Celebration is chiming in. You know, she's going to be a guest on Sunday, Whimsical.
yeah. Okay.
Jessica Williams, yeah.
I didn't see that email.
Yeah, she's a party planner. If you guys are looking for someone to, plan your party for,
events.
Yep, your events, whether it's a wedding or if it's a party on bagel
Birthday.
or your birthday, and you want to celebrate that big sturgeon you had, maybe she can come and help you out. She does a lot of public speaking. Yeah, so anyways, check it out, Whimsical Celebration. Let's see, here we go. There's always something new and beautiful in your picture. Your smile touches the heart. This is a gentleman, probably, Shatika. Sounds like it's Japanese. But hey, yeah, we'd like to try to bring a lot of fun into our world here and share it with everybody all around the world.
So everybody asks what you do with your sturgeons. Well, we do eat them. That's what we're out here for, because I've had sturgeon smoked. I like it very much. The biggest thing with sturgeons, you want to take all the fat off. People do pan fry them, deep fry them, pickle them. And like I said, I like mine smoked.
If we ever get one, we can do one on Coot's Kitchen, and that would be awesome. I don't know if anybody have ever watched Coot's Kitchen, but every once in a while we'll put on a feast and do a little Coot's Kitchen scenario. We've done jambalaya, we've done halibut from Alaska.
Lobsters.
We've done seafood Alfredo,
Coots,
lobsters, Coots, mud hens. So somebody approached us the other day and asked us if we'd be interested in doing something with bear meat. So that might be a possibility in the near future to do something live.
Go to YouTube, Coots Lures. We have all that on YouTube right now.
So Mike Kubley says, it is like laying down with a shotgun in hand and looking up your chimney, waiting for a goose to fly over. Yeah, pretty much it, Mike. Obviously, what are you doing? Are you in your shack over there? How many shacks do you think are out in this lake, Paul?
Well, they started out with almost 10,000 shanties out here. That's how many permits were sold. So, and like I said, the limit's only 1,000. So your chances is just as good as anybody if you pick the right spot,
How many days is sturgeon spearing open for?
16 days unless it's quota capped.
Okay.
If they get 1,002 fish, then they're done.
So do you know what the quota is right now?
I just told you.
No,
I
no.
don't know the numbers right now that I've taken.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering is how many males and how many females they got right now.
Yeah.
So I want to say that I know they have over 400 fish right now. Yesterday, I don't think that was a very big day.
No.
But a lot of people are working. People do have to go back to work. There are some people, though, that actually take this week off for their vacation because they love sturgeon spearing.
So yesterday we went down to Wentz, Todd and I. We've seen 5 sturgeons hanging there, and I think the biggest one was about 75 pounds. Nice fish. But yeah, the biggest one so far is 180 pounds, and young woman, I think she was 24 years old. She's only like 5 foot tall. You should see the picture of her standing next to that fish when they were weighing it. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people talk about how they feel bad for the fish you're spearing them. They're hundreds of years old, but the DNR really, really does a good job with regulating this lake and the upper rivers here. And we have a really great, strong...
Well, we got to give a big shout out to all the sturgeons for tomorrow banquets. They raise a lot of money for research on sturgeons, protection of sturgeons, the habitats for sturgeons, the volunteers that go up the river when they do go spawn. They watch them all night long, so there's no poaching and anything like that. But the poaching thing is pretty much, not too many people do it anymore because they would not want that fine.
It's frowned upon. They pretty much take everything.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of know.
Tomorrow night I'm going to the Walleyes from Tomorrow banquet up in Hollandtown. They're going to Van Abel's. They got really good chicken up there. So looking forward. Hopefully I can win something this year up there.
They don't serve walleye, huh, on the walleye banquet?
No, just chicken.
Oh. Well, speaking of walleye, you have a big, huge wild game feed coming up in, I do believe it's in March.
Yep.
over at the Roxy Supper
They
Club.
got the best hot beaver right there.
Well, last year they had a whole entire big gator, an alligator,
That was
stuffed
cool.
gator. That was pretty cool. They brought in that from down south. They bring a lot of different unusual foods, and they make their different lasagnas and your meatballs out of anything from bear to beaver to elk, deer.
They don't do ducks because of the BBs. Pheasants, they allow pheasants. There we go. I by Rasmussen's Reef 12 feet and haven't seen anything, but I can barely see bottom, which is better clarity than other people. Oh. Yeah, I totally agree. This year has been pretty bad with clarity, but I guess that's what Mother Nature does to protect her fish.
Are we back on live still?
Yeah, we're still live, so.
Okay, we're still here.
I'll let Kathy talk now. She's pretty good at that. Her nickname's Chatty Kathy.
Yeah, thanks, honey.
Yeah. Well, we got 20 people watching, so we're going to go about 9 more minutes, a half an hour we do.
Well, if you have any recommendations for something you'd like to see Coot's Kitchen cooked up, you know, I'm more than willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And we'll check it out.
Anybody wants to donate some rabbits or squirrels?
Or if you want to do your own cooking,
Yep.
Coot's Kitchen can come to you, and we can do a little video with you.
Yep,
and
help promote
you can
that.
show us one of your secret recipes that you have. I would love to share with everybody else in the world here. You know, there's people from all over the world that come and watch these videos on YouTube and stuff like that. A couple of years ago, I did salsa, made salsa from scratch, and you know, a lot of people don't make that kind of stuff, so it's just kind of fun to show people a little something different.
Yeah.
So, and there's cooking shows all over on TV and stuff like that, but hey, why not watch Coot's Kitchen?
All right, well, we got 8 minutes left. I'm going to do a walk around my shack here. If Kathy wants to hold this for a second.
It's tough getting old.
Yep.
I guess I'm going to follow.
No, you just stay here.
Oh, I guess I'm not following.
You watch the hole.
I got to watch the hole, make sure.
Yeah, she's got to watch the hole. So this is looking, so we have 2 spears. We have a gaff. There's the ropes that hold the spear heads and the handles. Okay, so I'll back out here. I'll give you a walk around. There's the live scope going down the hole, doing a perspective. Then these are markers. The law is 2 to mark a hole. I use 4. I paint them different colors in case somebody's colorblind if they come close here. So that one's red. We got a black one. Those are my nets to scoop out the ice. So this is a drop-down system that I built for this ice shanty. We do have a couple shanties out here, but kind of cloudy today. So there's my wheeler that I bring it out here with. Come out in here every day. Got a good friend that lives just over there. So that's what sturgeon spearing's like in Wisconsin. So now she's on the phone talking to someone. I told you, Chatty Kathy. But gotta have your name, address. I put my phone number on there in case anybody needs to get a hold of me in case something's happening. So that's about all I can tell you about sturgeon spearing. There's a stick over there that somebody marked something with. So, well, thank you very much for the follows, the likes. Just keep an eye on Coot's Lures. Give us hearts and shares and follows, all that good stuff. So I'll be signing off. Maybe I'll get one and we'll put it out there. Let's go sturgeon spearing.